So this is going to be a little bit different from anything I've done so far. I'm going to be ranking Demon Souls bosses, but I'm not doing it alone today. I'm joined by my good friend. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
My name is Jeff. No, my name's
It's
Dylan.
this is my good friend Dylan. We're going to be ranking the Demon Souls bosses. A little bit of a twist. I haven't played the PS5 version because I can't get a PS5. Whereas Dylan's finished it on PS5, so
I've
uh,
not played the PS3 version because it gave me fucking migraines.
yeah, it did give you migraines, I remember. So yeah, well, they have like the same AI, but it's a slightly different experience. Will be more interesting. But something that we both agreed on before we
Get that
started.
shit right out of the box.
Dragons. This is D for Dragon tier. Uh, they both go there. Dragon God is just a bad stealth mission. The dragons are just
It's a bad self mission that didn't work properly at that.
Yeah,
Especially on the PS5 version.
only good thing about Dragon God is the big bonk sword, but that was nothing to do with the fight. It's just where the big bonk sword happens to be.
Yeah,
And
it was fun killing the dragon with the big bong sword.
yeah, and the red
I
and blue
eventually got there.
dragons are just you have to kill them with arrows, or they're just obstacles. They're not actual bosses. So I didn't make this tier list. I found it online, but it included these, but they stayed at the bottom because they're stinky.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a other boss you'd like to start with?
Um,
Or do you want to
the
just go in alphabetical
Land.
order?
Let's go. Let's start with him.
Or
'Cause he's
which land?
current.
Blobberland or Handsome Boyland?
The cutie.
The cutie land. Well, Blobberland it is.
True.
Uh
Law wise, I would say this is like top tier.
yeah. Oh, we should probably explain
Actually,
how we're ranking these. It's a combination of everything, like fight, lore, design, music. Like it's just all of that's kind of deciding where we're putting these. I agree with you. Laurie is interesting, but as a fight,
actual fight, fucking dog shit.
yeah, he's pathetic. But
Like,
that's
I'm thinking probably B's like the safe place.
I'd agree with you. I'll go and B because like the fight is pathetic, but that's the point.
Yeah,
He's
like he's meant to be an absolute pushover.
yeah, but he is cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll pick the next one. I'm gonna say Maiden Astraea is S. Maiden Astraea is my favorite fight that FromSoft's ever made. She the music is top tier. You can approach her in multiple ways. You can snipe her. You can go through the corpse babies, or you can fight Gaul, which you should probably do for the full effect.
I agree. The main fights are really good.
Yeah,
Especially with Vinland being there.
yeah. I mean, for what little time you get with them, it really makes you feel for them. I think it's all pulled off really well.
Get those hands are we the baddies vibes about it.
Definitely, very very are we the baddies, and kind of. But I learned something about this actually because I was looking it up. So you know how like the people in the Valley of Defilement are all like worshipping her.
Yeah.
She's I'm not sure if it's ever fully stated or it's just like implied, but I think the reason like how she's making them all like calm down is she's basically giving them all like a lobotomy. So she is like calming them, but she's not really doing anything to make the valley better.
She's doing it in a fairly bad way.
Yeah, she has good intentions, but it's probably in a very bad way. But it is very cool how it makes you think of all those implications, and that's why Maiden Astraea is S. Which boss should we look at next?
Should we just start doing alphabetical order for now?
Yeah, let's go with Thick Boy Adjudicator.
This boss was an absolute fucking piss take.
He
It was
is
so easy.
he is a piss take, but I really like him, and I don't know. I think it's just because he has a very fun design. I like the fact that the actual Adjudicator is the little bird that lives on the top of its head.
Yeah, I like the fact that the boss fights are a lot more like it, rather than the Dark Souls games where it's just hit man. It's you got to hit a certain spot,
Yeah, it's like more
get the
puzzly.
weakness, and then yeah,
Yeah, and I like his lore a lot as well. Him being like the in the Shrine of Storm people culture, he's like the thing that he like passes judgment to see if they're worthy, like to go on to the afterlife or not. I think that was the lore of him
yeah.
anyway. But the boss is an absolute joke. I'm thinking B, but if you're thinking C, I wouldn't argue with that
I
either.
think I'm gonna agree with you. I think B's probably a good place for him.
B.
No,
Let's put him. Are we putting him above Blob? I'd put him above Blobberland personally, but
I think
B.
because of the lore alone, I'd put Blobberland above him.
All right, that's fair. We'll keep him there then. Armor Spider. I'd say Armor Spider C. I think his area's not too memorable. Him in general, I don't think is very memorable. The only thing I really like about him is I know in the remake, you know when I like the effect of him like spitting the oil and then setting the oil on fire.
Yeah,
I think that's a
yeah, it
really
looks
cool
very
effect.
nice. The I the way I see him is he's a noob killer because he's the first boss, which is actually somewhat difficult.
Kind of. I just don't think
But
he's like that interesting. It's either he hits
yeah,
fire ear like long range or he does the slam and the like pincer thing short range. Only cool thing about
but,
him is that oil thing, but in the PS3 version he doesn't even get that. He just kind of just fire just appears.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna agree with C because the fight itself is absolutely giant.
Yeah, I just don't
Like,
think it's
yeah.
very memorable.
No, no, no.
Dirty
No.
Colossus is the next one. I think he's very easy. He's a lot like the Armor Spider, where there's like only one interesting thing about him, and I think that's like the flies, like where you have to go to the little torches to get the flies away from you. But I just think he's very
I
easy
don't
for.
even remember that. I remember just wailing on him.
I think that's only if he hits you with like I can't remember if it's a projectile or he just has to hit you, but like there is a little mechanic where flies will like be all over and you have to go next to fire to put them out. But
I just used fire paper and absolutely fucking destroyed him.
I think it won't affect you if you have fire paper, like a fire paper weapon, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but I'd put him in C below Armor Spider because I think he's really memorable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was struggling to remember who he was at first.
Yeah, let's leave him there. Let's leave him in C.
I think we should we leave a line to last?
Yeah, let's leave Alant to last. Why not? Let's Flame Lurker. I'd say Flame
Well,
Lurker's A or
I'd
S.
say I'd say A
A.
because actually it's like one of the most fun bosses to fight.
Yeah, he's
Of
one of the
course.
most aggressive. He's
He's certainly one of the hardest.
he's one of the few like humanoid-ish bosses. I like the idea that he's like a reincarnation of Big M who punched dragons to death with his like bare hands. Um,
I,
I would say
I-
ARS because I think he is easily cheesable with the little like skull, not skull, like dragon carcasses. But
Yeah.
I
but
still think he's fun.
He can still clap your ass.
Oh yeah,
if you don't
absolutely.
know that. Like the fire hitboxes for him are absolutely messed up.
Yeah,
You can get hit by it when it's like nowhere near you.
it suits him because he's like so aggressive, and
Yeah.
his music's also in both versions. His music is absolutely dope.
Yeah. I tell you what, do you know about the trophy for the not the Elder Dragon, the Dragon God?
I do not.
You use the fist weapons to kill him.
Oh, the Hands of
And,
God.
yeah, yeah, and it's just called the God Hands or something like that.
Oh, that's really cool actually, because that would
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sense.
I thought that was really cool.
Um, I
Yeah, I think S.
Okay, I don't think he's better than Estrella, but I
No.
think putting him in S is fair. Fool's Idol is next. I like the Fool's Idol a lot.
Fight was an absolute joke.
Yeah, I don't
But
think a fight is that interesting, but I like
I like the whole her disappearing and making several clones of herself. It reminds me of like a Zelda boss.
yeah, I like that. It's the first archetype of that in a Souls game.
Yeah,
I think her design as well is really cool, especially in the I like it in the PS5 version, but in the PS3 she looks more puppet-like, which I think suits her better because it's meant to be like a replica of I'm not sure if it's a replica or like the actual corpse of the Queen of Latria, but it's meant to be like one of the two,
yeah,
and that's why people worship her. And also her theme is like really good. Just the very slow piano keys and the like slow choir in the PS5
yeah.
version.
I like the little guy on the ledge as well. If
Oh,
you
I
don't
forgot
get
about the
him,
little man,
yeah,
the Fool's Idol simp that'll just keep reviving her eternally.
yeah,
I don't know. I want to say, because it's one of those where like the fight is okay, but everything around it is quite interesting. I don't think she's quite A, but I'd say she's better than Adjudicator.
I'd say it's top of B.
Top, I'd agree with that. Top, let's put it at the top of B.
Yeah.
Leechmonger, I think Leechmonger's C. I really don't like.
Absolutely C.
I'd put him below
He was
Dirty
such a
Colossus.
nothing boss.
He's a nothing boss. I don't know if
I
they fixed his like animations, but in the PS3 version, his animations are really like wonky.
I'm pretty sure they didn't.
He just kind of flails about, and if you get hit, you get hit, and that's just kind of how it is.
For me, it was run at him with big sword, swing big sword, while with fire paper on. He died.
Yeah, that, but
super quick.
He is very easy, but just also because I think Demon Souls is quite good with its like telegraphing, like animations for bosses. He just kind of flails his arms around. I don't think he's very good for games. It. Yeah, true. I'd put him below Dirty Colossus. He's like bordering on D for me. But he's not.
I agree.
But he's not a dragon.
No, he's not a dragon. Yeah, he's not allowed.
The man-eaters. What do you think of the man-eaters?
The hardest boss in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I quite like them, but I beat them on my first try. I didn't think they were that hard.
It's the fact I was using the Dragon Bone Smasher.
Oh, okay.
So it's slow as fuck. I may be doing like a shitload of damage to it,
but
I've got two of them coming at me.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't find them that bad. Like, I was definitely preparing myself because I've heard horror stories about the man-eaters, but
oh, I was not preparing myself.
I beat him first.
I knew he was hard, but I didn't know what to expect.
No, I heard.
I was like, he'll just be like the Bell Gargoyles, won't it?
No, he's worse because at least they can't like tackle you off the stage.
Yeah, and some of his animations are complete like don't work properly.
Yeah, I think he's like
I got fucked up by dodgy animations from them.
I think he's okay. Like I don't think he's like terrible. Like because I didn't really have like any massive problem with him, but
yeah,
it's just like an okay fight. His law's not that interesting. He's just kind of an experiment from the old monk, more or less.
I think he's the only boss I actually had a problem with.
I'd put him at the bottom of B, personally. I don't think he's bad enough to be in C, but I don't think he's interesting lore or mechanic-wise to put him above any of these guys.
No, he's the fact that he's got that red NPC that spawns back for some reason right before him.
Is that him or Old Monk? Because I can never remember which one it is.
It's absolutely him.
It's him.
Old Monk's got the dragon in between him and the spawn checkpoint.
Oh, a dragon in Latria.
Oh no, not Old Monk. I'm thinking of.
Are you thinking of Alan?
Alan, yeah.
Yeah. I think there is. I think it's just another red phantom, like you know the Cthulhu guys, the mind flayers.
Yeah.
I think it's just more of them to the Old Monk, so they just fuck you up on both. I think. Yeah, let's put him at the bottom of B.
It was the fact it was on a tight, winding corridor, though.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just like roll past them without. Well, you could, but it was a pain in the ass too.
Yeah. I'm Would you agree him being at the bottom of B?
Yeah.
Yeah. Old Heroes, and I'd say Old Heroes like an A.
Which one was all to you again?
He's the one in the Shrine of Storms, the blind guy with the big sword. You fight him after fighting all the like shadow people.
Oh.
I'd say A, because he's
Oh yeah.
because I really
No,
like that he's easier if you have the Thief's Ring equipped, because that is meant in lore, that's meant to like quieten your movements, and obviously he relies on that because he's blind. But in both versions is I prefer the PS3 version, but the PS5 version of the song is like okay from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I really like his design. I like how he represents like the culture, because there's like his lips, like, because a big thing of the Shrine of Storms people is like ritualistic like sacrifice and like mutilation and stuff. And I like how his lips are all like torn apart and stuff, and his eyes are probably have been like gouged out, and that's why he's blind.
Yeah, I do remember having quite a bit of fun with that boss.
Yeah, he's like one of the few that's just like, he is like a big guy, but he's like humanoid, like a sword fight or like a fist fight.
Yeah.
You can go to. So I'd put him in A. I don't think he's good enough to be S, but
No, I don't think he's good enough for us either.
yeah,
Yeah, I think he is a good place for him.
Happy with A. Now, Old King Doran. Where are we putting him?
Ooh.
Because he is. So sorry, you go.
He's the NPC, isn't he?
He's the NPC
the
in.
best armor in the game.
Yes, he's the NPC in 1-1. In like the church.
He's a bit of a bastard.
He is, but he's like so ridiculously hard to kill that I kind of love it.
Yeah, and I like how he'll kind of like not put much of a fight up against you until you like start attacking him after he gives you the sword.
Yeah, because it's meant to be like a test at first. I think it's you need to get him down to about 25% of his health to get I can't remember which one it is, Soulbrand or Demon Brand. It's one of the two. I can't remember. I think
it's Soulbrand.
Does King Alliant carry Demon Brand? I can't remember. It's one of the two swords anyway.
I don't remember.
Because I know you combine them both and you get the Northern Regalia. But he's got one of the two swords. So, and he's like, oh, hello, come test me to see if you're worthy. And then if you hit him after the test, he's like, right, I'm fucking going for you now. Can you still do the backstab exploit in the PS5 version? Do you know?
Yeah, you can also get him to like the get him to get to the point where he's at those stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and push him down.
Oh, can you push him down?
Yeah, you can push him down.
Oh, so what I did, because I tried to do the exploit where his dialogue resets and you want to attack, you like backstabbing.
Yeah.
And I did it to about half his health, and I missed it and I died. So I ended up like backstabbing him, running away under the little bridge, waiting for him to de-aggro, and then running back in to backstab him. I think that took me like an hour. Because you really need magic to do big damage on him, I think. I think you need to do like a poison spell.
Yeah, physical damage does nothing against him.
Yeah, but I don't do magic in these games, so I just hacked away him for an hour.
I'm not a pussy.
No, it's big bonk swords up in here. Will not accept anything less.
I think it end up
End of B. I'd put him above man-eaters, personally.
Yeah, it's just the fact that he's like this one guy with a sword and this big chunky fucking armor.
Yeah.
And he's just like, come duel me, bitch.
Yeah, and it does make sense that he's so hard because he is literally a demigod.
Yeah.
But just something about him is just very ridiculous. But like I say, I think he's so hard that he circles around to being really funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Old Monk. So you said before you didn't get an actual player fight. You don't think it was just like the NPC.
I said I hope it wasn't a player fight, because if it was, it's kind of sad.
Oh, was he just that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I think I walked up to him, hit him twice with the Dragon Bone Smasher. It did fucking half his health, and he just didn't know what to do.
You just gave up. He was like, oh well, I'm not gonna win.
I don't know if he gave up, but he's like, oh, okay, and then started like running about, and I'm just like, okay, well.
Well, I got the NPC because I played a Demon's Souls when like the servers were shut down, so I did not have a choice in the matter whether it was a person or an NPC. And he just kind of ran round a lot for me. He like attacked occasionally, but he just was like on a little jog most of the time. He didn't really try to do much against me.
I'm surprised. I would have thought the NPC would feel more like an actual boss.
It did a little bit, but it was weird. I think it's because, if I remember right, he has like a punch attack and like little magic things.
Yeah.
So he would punch me once, it would bounce off my shield, and he'd jog around me for a little bit as if to be like, oh, what am I gonna do? And then he'd just kind of punch me again. He'd just kind of rinse and repeat, and his AI wouldn't change.
Yeah.
It was very funny. I don't know where to put him, because
I think probably like either high C or low B.
Because I like the lore, I like the hat.
Actually, no, I'm gonna say B because the fact that you can get a player.
Yeah, I think that is
really cool. Yeah, it's a very cool idea.
Because I mean, there probably has been, but I can't think of any other like boss or game that's been like, right, an actual player's gonna be the boss fight.
Dark Souls.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'd say B. I'd say
it is quite a unique boss design for like that FromSoft just came up with.
It is. It's a very, very unique.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head which does that.
Yeah, it's the only other things I can think of that have done it is Dark Souls 2 and 3.
Yeah. I don't even know. I didn't even know about Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. I think it's the Looking Glass Knight has a chance of like it'll summon like someone just out of its mirror, and I think it can be an NPC, but has a chance to be a human.
And it's summon a good game as well.
It's not that bad.
Bro, Dark Souls bad. Dark Souls 2 bad.
You're right. Just all Dark Souls is bad.
Yeah, true. Wouldn't play a single game.
No, never. Terrible. I'd put Old Monk after the Man-Eaters, but before Old King Doran.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, that's fun there. The Penetrator.
I want to put my name.
He is a cool. He's got really cool design.
He's a cool fight. The name's funny as fuck.
His intro's sick, where he just kills the fat official. Yeah. I like the lore of him being one of like the round table of Boletaria, with him the Tower 9 Phalanx.
Yeah.
And I like Bior coming in and being like, oh, what's become of my old pal? But he's also a joke. He's really easy. But he is kind of the precursor for like the Artorias and like Gale, those kind of fights, so he's got to get respect for that.
I honestly didn't like find them ridiculously easy. Like I definitely found them harder than quite a few of the other bosses in the game.
Nah, I thought he was one of the easier ones.
Like, all the ones in the Valley of Defilement were just an absolute joke.
Yeah. He's definitely a lot easier if you have Bior helping you, though. Like, Bior basically, I don't know if they changed him from the PS5 version, but he basically does the boss for you.
I don't know, I didn't summon him.
But it was one of those for the, like Iron Tarkus in Dark Souls, where, like, he does it for you, but it's really cool.
I'd gotten Bior after I'd fought Penetrator.
I see.
Saved him from a...
No,
it's a Sully's in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Sally's in 1-2.
Yeah, it was after the Penetrator fight that I did that.
Oh no, I did it before, and Bior basically does the boss for you. but it's cool because it's
fair enough.
Because the law he's like going up against his like old like friend or colleague.
It's like the Iron Tarkus.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolute fucking kings.
I'd agree with you. I'd say either the top of B or the like Should we say like A, because A's looking
I
a bit
think A,
lonely.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Old
Yeah, I
Hero
think
needs a
A.
friend. I think Old Hero's a bit better, but the Penetrator's very cool.
Yeah.
Phalanx is next.
Hoo, 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 hoo.
The little little blob
One
fella.
of the easiest bosses in the game.
Yeah, but he is the first boss, to be fair. He's
Yeah.
supposed to be easy.
True. Yeah, I'd say near the bottom.
I'd say either like B or like the top of C, personally, because like it's meant to be easy, but I really like how if you like beat every single of the little blobs, the other one will like the main one will run away and like hide in the corner because
Yeah.
it's meant to reflect what's the character's name? Longbow Ulan. Like, because they like kind of sat in the back and picked off targets because they're like the archer for Boletaria, and like because they didn't do this, they added this in the PS5 version. So you know when after you beat the Penetrator, you fight those 3 phantoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
One of them resembles the.
Yeah, it's the Tower Knight Phalanx.
Don't they have the same death screen?
No, it's in the PS5 version. It's I think they do in the PS5 version. I don't think they do in the PS3 one.
Yeah, that's what I meant. In the PS5 version, they're the same.
But like when their souls like evaporate when you beat the boss, you can see the outline of what they actually look like.
Yeah.
Which was really a really cool like added attention to detail. Yeah, he's Phalanx is one of those where the fight is like okay, but everything around it is very interesting, I think.
Yeah.
I'd say
them themselves are interesting, but the boss fight's a fucking joke.
Yeah, I'd say top of C or bottom of B. What are you thinking?
I think top of C.
Top of C. Let's put the top of C. Good idea. Storm King. So you don't like the Storm King?
I didn't like getting fucking attacked throughout the whole level.
Well, the level itself isn't.
Boss fight. No, I mean the whole world.
I mean, I can get that, but I think really that's not really the boss's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, it is in a lore sense because it's birthing all the stingrays, but like that's not to do with the actual fight.
The boss fight itself is fun.
It's fun, but
like,
it's very much just like a spectacle fight.
Yeah, it's definitely what Yom use as a blueprint.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're both like the same weapon. I think that was just meant to be like a big callback to Demon Souls.
It's like a lot of Dark Souls walkthrough.
Yeah, actually, very true.
A lot of callbacks
to the other ones for sure. I don't know where to put because Storm King, the fight is just press R1 a few times and win, but it does look very nice and it does feel very cool.
It looks especially nice on the PS5.
I am looking forward to how it look. Didn't they change it to like it being all like rainy and like actually stormy?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Because in the PS3 version it's like foggy, which makes sense because obviously the whole thing is like demonic fog. But for the Storm King, you'd expect a storm. He is the storm that is approaching. I don't know where to put him though. I'm thinking the same as Phalanx, like either top of C or bottom of B.
Yeah, I think top of C.
Top of C. Are we putting him above or below Phalanx?
I like Phalanx's lore more, so I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's looking good.
I agree with you there. We'll put him there. Tower Knight.
Tower Knight. Boss.
Tower Knight's cool. I like his design. I like his theme, especially on the PS3 version, because it's just a choir laughing at you.
Yeah. I like the mechanics of like breaking the armor and then.
Yeah, like nipping at his feet.
Yeah.
And then big on the head.
It's a really fun boss fight.
It is. It's also one that's like seems really imposing, but like isn't that hard. Which I like for it being like what most people would be like the second boss in the game. And I like how like in lore, what's his real? I think his real name's like Alan or Alfred or something, which I just find very funny. I don't know why.
You know what? I'm looking this up.
It's either Alan or Alfred. It starts with a A. Because Ostrava and Bjorn talk
I
about him.
get the feeling it's going to be Alfred, but
I kind of
I
hope it's Alan.
I really hope it's Alan, yeah.
Because that would be really funny.
Yeah, I can't see it on the wiki, so
Let's
let's just say Alan.
say, yeah. Where's Alan going?
That's our headcanon.
Where's Alan going? I'd say either B or A.
I think they.
Yeah, bottom of A.
I enjoyed the fight quite a bit.
I agree with that. He's a good boy. He's got a good range of like physical attacks and magic.
Yeah.
And he's a cool boy all around, so he's going in A. The Vanguard. I guess for the Vanguard we'll consider like the tutorial and where like the one just vibing in the Shrine of Storms.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're not meant to win against the tutorial one.
No, definitely not.
I like his design a lot. He feels very Lovecraftian.
It just reminds me of the demons from like Dark Souls 1.
Like the
Like
Asylum
before.
Demon and that.
Silent Demon, yeah.
I like his theme. He just feels like very goofy, but in like a charming kind of way. In the PS5 version, he does look more imposing with like the blood splatters on him and that.
Yeah.
But they also gave him
the glowing yellow eyes of the PS3 version, though. Just I think it looks a bit something very like comical.
Yeah, and but in the PS5 version, they also gave him a really fat ass.
Yeah.
The proper jiggles.
Big ass dumper.
What are we thinking? Because like he is basically just like the Asylum Demon. But I'd say like a tiny bit harder. But that's only because you get like one chance with him.
I'd say put him. I'd say C, but above but maybe just below Storm King, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and I like the one in the tutorial area anyway. There's kind of like an implication that he's kept there by the Monumental.
Yeah.
So like he's kept there by them, so they can force people to be like, oh, fix all the shit going on in Boletaria now, please, because you can't leave because you've been killed by the Vanguard that we keep there.
That's really cool.
I don't know if that's the case or not, but I think that would be a cool implication. But just him and him.
I just like how he's a vibe check.
Yeah, he very much is a vibe check, but him and of himself isn't really that interesting apart from the theme, which I just find is fun.
And the fact that he twats you
he does. He just
straight
twats
away.
you in one go. And False King Alan, I'd say S. Yeah. I'd like him more than Flame Lurker, but not more than Maiden Astraea.
The boss fight itself is really fucking good.
Yeah, he's very much the precursor to the final boss, just a guy with a sword.
Cinder sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, Cinder, Gwyn, that sort of thing. Gale as well to a lesser extent. I like that he can de-level you. I think that's a really cool thing that they never.
I think it's a really dumb one.
I
think I got hit by it twice,
Because it is like a very, very telegraph move, but it does make sense that it gives you about 5 years to avoid it.
Yeah, I think I just ran out of stamina or something like that, or just misjudged how long it was gonna take, and got grabbed by it twice, and then I got out the end of the fight with a lot of souls.
Yeah, he does give you a lot of souls, so you can easily build it back up if you don't get grabbed.
That and you get your souls back.
But it does make sense for him to. I know it's like a demonic copy of him, but it's meant to be like him in his prime, and I think it was him in his prime that woke up the old one because he knew about soul arts and stuff. So I do think it also makes sense in canon for him to know how to de-level you.
Yeah. It's an interesting mechanic as well, but it's very sadistic.
I'm glad that it was kind of used just the one time.
Yeah.
And
for a boss that overall is not the worst to fight.
No, he is fun. He's one of those hard but fair bosses, I think. His telegraphs are very clearly laid out. He just hits like a truck. Yeah. But he's just a fun fight.
If he had that, if the man-eaters had that mechanic, that would not be fun at all.
No, they'd be down there with the dragons. He'd be an
Yeah,
honorary dragon.
absolutely.
So to recap, we've got our dragon tier, which is the blue and red dragons and the dragon god. We've
The
got
dog shit dragons.
Yeah, this is the forbidden naughty boy zone. This is where you go when you're like a really bad boss. We've got C tier, we've got Leechmonger, Dirty Colossus, Armor Spider, Vanguard, Storm King, and Phalanx. Are you still happy with that order? Because I think that's
Yeah,
pretty
I
fair.
think that's pretty spot on.
B tier, we've got Man-Eaters, the Old Monk, Old King Doran, Adjudicator, True King Elant, and the Fool's Idol. Yeah, I'd say those are all good as well. I could see these two swapping, Old King Doran and the Old Monk, but like I think it's one of those ask me on one day, I'll say one thing on
Yeah,
another day.
yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. With that
Good.
there.
I'm happy too. A tier, we've got the Tower Knight, the Penetrator, and the Old Hero. I'm very happy with those three.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's like bang on.
And S tier, we've got Flame Lurker, False King Elan, and Main Nostraya is the winner.
I
Best
agree.
boss. Yep,
She is
yippee for
very
her.
cool.
She wins.
She is a very cool girl.
She's a very cool girl. She wins nothing, but she's very cool.
She wins my love and affection.
Well, thank you for joining me today, Dylan. This was
You're
fun
welcome.
to. This was
Fun.
Yeah, it was fun to rank. Is there any sort of thing you want to plug, like a video in particular you're working on?
I sometimes stream on Twitch at ZanyDude95, and I have a YouTube channel which I hope to upload stuff to soon, called Zany Dude. But other than that, just yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll be linking both of those in the description as well, so check
Hell yeah,
those
man.
out if you can. Again, thank you for joining me today.
It's been very fun.
I'm glad I had fun too, and I'll see you guys next time.